Truckworx is a Kenworth dealer that's been in business now for 45 years. We have 20 locations in 3 states. We celebrated our 45th anniversary last year. In 45 years, it's the first time we've won Dealer of the Year. So obviously very proud of that. With us having been in business as long as we have a lot of salespeople who have worked with customers for 15, 20, 25 years. They are on a very personal level. They call each other on their personal cell phones. They text each other. They Facebook message. The problem comes in when that person is on vacation or if they have to take leave for a while. Then that leaves those customers without someone that they can reach out to. And we don't really even have a way to reach out to the customer if something were to come up. If you do have a salesperson that leaves and then you don't have a good contact for that customer doesn't have a way of reaching out to you where they are comfortable, the chances of losing that customer is pretty strong. If they call the person that they have always associated with Truckworx and they don't answer, or they may feel ignored. They don't understand why they're not getting a response. They just know all of a sudden we're not taking care of them. So, if we can salvage one customer relationship through this, you can't really put a number on it, but it obviously is very, very valuable to us. So that's one of the challenges that we were hoping to be able to solve with this. We've realized that we are a little behind the times on this as far as being able to mass market to our customers to let them know when we have renovations or closures, weather delays, etc. Truckworx does a lot of things really, really well, but this was one area where we identified as we're kind of behind our competitors in this, and we really need to be able to use this technology to be back in front. When we first started rolling this out, we would roll out text-only specials, so special pricing on a particular item for that day only if they responded to the text message. It was not uncommon for us to roll one of those out and immediately see pallets of product being sent out the door. So our Tuscaloosa store, for example, they rolled out a deaf fluid special. It's a very low-cost item, but they sold several hundred of them within about an hour of sending out the text blast. So it was very obviously tied right back to Prokeep. It wasn't, they called around, they sold some. It was very obvious with the timeline that it was strictly from the marketing message. Where the time saving comes in, I think, is the calling and requesting a purchase order, those sorts of things. You can do it in a text and then move right on about your business. I am seeing a little bit of letting people know, hey, I have your part pulled. It's sitting here waiting for you. Obviously, that 3-second message is a lot quicker than picking up the phone and calling and then possibly getting stuck on the phone for 10 or 15 minutes chit-chatting about hunting or football or whatever team is playing in whatever final right now. The idea of being able to mass communicate with our customers quickly, because sometimes we'll have deals come across last minute and they're very short term. We don't have a lot of time to put together a flyer and push it out, but we can send out a text message within minutes. Because every now and then we'll get a sale from a vendor of 2 days only or 3 days only. And we want to be able to take full advantage of those sorts of things. And with a flyer campaign, it's kind of hard to do that. You get a flyer in the mail and you may open it. You may not. It might go straight in the garbage can. The process is very easy. I mean, if you have any idea how to send an email, you can set up a message to send to your customers. My goal is to actually have some scheduled things planned out, for a few weeks so we can kind of sit back and not think about it and it just do its thing. We have a couple of branches that really only have one full-time counter person and then their management. Those branches have done extraordinarily well with Prokeep because they can multitask so well. They can handle 3 or 4 customers through Prokeep and where just one on the phone. Those small branches have really taken to it so well. And then on the flip side, on the training side, we don't just sit and stalk the messages, but I do occasionally go back through and just kind of glance at conversations to see, are we doing what we should and are we doing it well? And quite often we're seeing that new counter person that has made a mistake, that, they may have told them we can't get that part because we don't carry that brand, when in fact we do. So we have that opportunity to work with that salesperson and let them know we actually do have that, and we could have sold it. So maybe reach out to them and say, hey, I was mistaken. Let's see if you still need this. Several times we'll identify that sort of opportunity where maybe they didn't know how to cross-reference a part and they just need a little extra help from a senior member of the team to be able to work them through that. I would absolutely recommend Prokeep to other people in our industry. It's very user-friendly. I think it's only going to get better as we move forward. But yes, I would absolutely recommend it.